it's time for that. Today's daily debate, brought to you by the MMA Junkie radio team, is in fact in relation to UFC Fight Night 142, which took place out in Adelaide, Australia this past weekend. As we noted earlier, Justin Wells defeated Mark Hunt, and that was Mark Hunt's last fight. So, with Mark Hunt's UFC career almost certainly over, where is he most likely to land next, guys? Choices: Bellator, One Championship, Ryzen, or other. Please comment if you choose other. Goes?
For me, it was between two. One was Ryzen because he's got ties to Japan. They love him over there. It would be a good fit, I think. But the other one is other, and it would be PFL. You never know, right?
Go in there.
Big paycheck.
Get
go
paid
in there,
and
do
then
some
go
work.
$4 million bucks.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But I have to pick one, so I'm going to pick one, and I'm going to say Ryzen because for me, seeing Mark Hunt in Japan just always seems like home. So I'm going to pick Ryzen.
Dan?
Yeah, I got to go with the same thing. I really like that PFL one. I didn't think about that, and in a perfect world, maybe it would be that. But again, I'm a homer for nostalgia, man. So send him back to Japan. It's not like he's gonna have crazy fights or he's trying to be like the pound for pound best heavyweight. Remember, just give him some fun fights, get that man paid the money he deserves, and let him do what he wants to do.
So I believe that Ryzen is the perfect home for him. But during the year, I don't notice that there's a lot of these cards. And, I mean, it's not like Hunt needs to fight 10 times a year. But, if the scheduling isn't right, in regards to injuries or whatever, you're not ready to go. You're not ready to go. What I like is the frequency of fights I see from One Championship. And One Championship is kind of all over Asia as well, with kind of the exception of Japan. So if he's married to wanting to go back to his roots, then sure. Ryzen's probably the spot, but I think One Championship is the play here, guys. They're the ones that have been recruiting, and they've been going after some of the highly coveted free agents. I feel like they're also in the lead there. Sounds like they're stacking paper and they're sharing it.
Brandon Vera versus Mark Hunt.
I'll tell you what, man. Bellator's not, they obviously pay too, and they got the option of Bellator kickboxing, and PFL was actually a really, really good other from Goes. So
yeah,
I don't know, man. They want one answer. I'm gonna go with One Championships, but wow, I think all of them can bring a compelling case.
Yeah, I think they all make sense. But if you're Bellator, maybe that's probably the one division where you could say, we kind of got a lot of heads here. Maybe let's try and focus on other divisions. I don't know that they would spend money right now for Mark Hunt. If this were like a year before,
good point.
I think for sure they'd jump on something like that. But I think it's one of those where Bellator might go, man, I just wish this happened a little bit earlier. We would definitely swallow them up. But I think it's going to be Ryzen. But I wouldn't be shocked. One Championship, that'll give us a great indication of where they're trying to go, right?
Thank you to the 1,725 of you that voted. Junkie Nation, our readers of the site, our listeners of the show. We appreciate it. It did break down that way, Goes. One Championship got 39% of the votes.
Wow.
Bellator came in second with 34%. Ryzen came in with 23%. And other got 4%. All right, there you have it. There's the daily debate brought to you by the MMA Junkie radio team.